Well, hello there. We have now reached the last battle of the Truceless War or the Mercenary War. We are still in the year 238 BC, which is the same year as the last one we played, the Hannibal's camp scenario. So this is called Leptis. I think this is a settlement farther to the east of Carthage, or where the main action has been really previously. It has been quite concentrated. Utica, Carthage, and Tunis. So I think Leptis was more to the east, if I'm not wrong. And this battle, it's a large pitched battle actually, and we are seeing the last rebel leader, or the more bigger ones at least, Mathos, who is the Libyan, and this battle really marks the death throes of the rebellion of the mercenaries and also Libyans against Carthage. So what happened here before this, there had been some skirmishes done. Carthage has reallocated command to Hanno the Great, who's included in this battle. So actually Hanno and Hamilcar is now kind of joining forces here for the last push to end the rebellion. So there has been some skirmishes happening before this battle, and both sides pretty much knew, okay, it's time for the big showdown. Let's see who if the rebellion could survive or if it will end here, more or less, because this has been a dragged out war for 4 years now, and many big leaders has actually been fallen in this battle on both sides. So what the sides did before this battle, they tried to muster a big force as possible. So they have really fetched detachments and garrisons from cities and villages to form up the armies, and then met up outside of Leptis. So we are seeing quite a big amount of troops. It says here in the historical background that the Carthaginians did have 15,000 infantry and 5,000 cavalry, and Mathos gathered 30,000 men. So actually Mathos has more troops, if you just count heads, right, than the Carthaginians does. But well, there is a difference in quality here, though, that we will see. And I think when checking the number of units here, actually we have, I think it's equal, 15 units or something like that. So pretty even battle in that sense, but the quality is much better on the Carthaginian side, as we will see. And also historically, I think the rebels put up a good fight, but they had no chance against the superior cavalry of the Carthaginians. We have some light cavalry here on the rebel side, and that's it. But on the Carthaginian side, we are seeing good quality cavalry here, mediums here, which are, I guess, citizen cavalry from Carthage. And then we have Numidian lights here, 3 units of them, with the Nubian leader Naras. I think it was the prince in Nubia. Anyway, so so basically the battle ended with a Carthaginian victory thanks to the cavalry and probably the elephants as well, because as you can see here we have a pretty big elephant corps on the Carthaginian side here, as we have been used to seeing in these battles. Actually, there's always elephants in them. So what happened was actually that Mathos got captured after this battle, so pretty much the rebellion ended after that, because there were no high-ranking leaders left on the rebel side. So by that, let's check out the War Council. So we have the Carthaginians led by Hamilcar Barca, and I think you could say Hanno the Great as well. They will receive 6 command cards, and they will move first. Then we have the Rebel Army under Mathos with 4 command cards. We have a 2 difference here in card count. And then we will fight this battle until one side reaches 6 banners. And there's no special rules, so there's no terrain either giving any extra victory banners. So this is pretty much a pitched battle where only kills count, right? So by that, let's check out the battle board right away. So let's start with the Carthaginians. So there we have a Numidian group of light cavalry with Narvas over there as the leader. Can be seen behind that unit. And then we have the main line here. We have some lights, auxiliary back there. Then we have the main infantry line here. It's 2 heavies, and that would be Hasdrubal and that would be Hanno. And then we have a medium heavy in between of them. Over on the Carthaginian left hand side we have more medium heavy infantry backed up by an auxiliary unit there. And then we have the Carthaginian cavalry wing consisting of 2 medium heavies. And then last but not least we have these kind of spread out elephant corps here, 1 in each sector actually. And for the rebels then, well, there's one interesting thing here when we check the left hand side. We actually have some Libyan chariots here. So they have a bit of an offensive weapon here as well. But as is the case with elephants, these are really fragile. Only 2 blocks and they are done. So it's also kind of a one-shot missile, and then one can just hope they kill. But in a way these are better than the elephants, because they always roll the same amount of dice. I mean, they are equally effective against light units than heavies. On the other hand, the elephants, if you can get that missile on the heavies, they are of course much more effective, and they have that bonus with the re-rolling these, of course. But anyway, interesting to see that they have these chariots in this battle. So they have a real good offensive weapon here, but it's fragile, and let's see if they can use it. Otherwise we have some light cavalry here. I guess they are Libyans, and we have the main infantry line coming after that. That's 2 auxiliaries here. Then we have 2 heavies, so we have also 2 heavies on this side, as we said we had over the Carthaginian side. And that's not Mathos actually, this is a nameless leader. Then we have another auxiliary, and the right hand side we have another infantry line here. Here's Mathos with some medium heavies. I think this could be some hand-picked Libyans or something. And then more probably Libyan infantry, because these are auxiliaries. And on this flank as well, another light cavalry unit. And for the skirmish line up front we have some lights, 2 of them there. Here's actually a slinger unit, and then another light screening the cavalry here. And that's it. So what to say about this? Well, infantry wise we are, well, about to be equally sized, because maybe the rebels has some more infantry, but it's lighter. We have 2 heavies and 1 medium. Over there we have 2 heavies and 2 mediums. So a bit more heavy on that side. And the big thing is, of course, that infantry line is backed up by the elephant unit, so that gives them the extra boost, which should be able to crack this line actually. And then we also have support from 2 auxiliaries back there. Cavalry wise, as I said, the Carthaginians are really stronger. 2 medium heavies there against 1 light. Here we have 3 lights together with a leader, which is important I think, because you could even go in for some close combat then. And we have that light over here. Of course, we have that chariot, as I said. It could be used either to home in on the infantry line or to keep the Nubians at bay. I don't know, let's see how that will go. But so talking about some tactics for this battle. For the Carthaginians, I think the main plan will be to try to be quick here. They just want to... First of all, we are a bit already on the battle board. We have 3 or 4 hexes into the line here, while the main line of the rebels they have only 1 hex to back up to. So we are kind of in the offensive here already as the Carthaginians, and I think it will benefit us to try to do this quickly, both on the flanks, attack with the cavalry, I guess, and in the center line try to get in those elephants on the main line here, just to crush it as quick as possible. Follow up with the heavies. It will of course take some time for those guys to wind up here, but we don't want to linger on with the elephants here, because there's so many lights here. Also these auxiliaries who could throw the javelins and panic those elephants, so we would like to get them in as soon as possible. So we need some good cards for that. And I was thinking that maybe if we get a cavalry charge where the elephants can move 3 hexes, then I think this could be a really quick story, because all the elephants can reach the main line of the rebels in that case. So that would be really awesome if we could get a cavalry charge. And that would be, we would need that pretty quick, because if we don't move the elephants now, there's a big risk that the skirmishers will attack them. So I think the first turns of this battle will be really crucial, actually. So, as I said, just go in with the Carthaginians, get it over, and just hit quick and hard, so that the rebels don't even know what really hit them, right? So, for the rebels then, well, I think we will more benefit of kind of a delaying action here. We like to neutralize those elephants first of all. We have the means for that. I mean, we have lots of lights and stuff. So if we get the opportunity, we will rain javelins and stones against those elephants, harass them as much as possible. And because if we can neutralize those, then we might have a chance in the upcoming infantry clash. So that would be nice. And since this is a battle that goes to 6 banners, we could expect that there will be an infantry fight at some point. As for the cavalry flanks, or the flanks in general, I think we would like, of course, to keep our cavalry tight to our infantry line, because we are no match for the Carthaginian cavalry, and we can expect them to rush forward and try to maybe here more harass us, and over here maybe do some good charges. And that could be devastating to us. Those are mediums. The only good thing with the mediums, they have no leader with them, because that would be really, really deadly if they had. So by that, I think that's the master plans for both sides, actually. So I think we by that are ready to start the game, right? So the Carthaginians went first. So let's see what they have in slots A and B. And as you can see here, by the way, we have an extra card in slot A and D because of the 2 card difference between the sides. So A is consisting of an medium troops, coordinated attack. This is actually good because we could order all the elephants, and if we cannot rush in, then we at least can put them into safety perhaps. So this could be a good one actually. But I would prefer to get a cavalry charge, but there's none of those in slot A or B at least, so we can only hope we get one in some other of the roles we do. So let's see which card we can play. Okay, so C, D or E, so we might still have the chance for a cavalry charge then. And we cannot play the coordinated attack. So here's some move, fire, move. Okay, so it's a something for the lights. Inspired central leadership. Okay, then we have the outflanked, and not really good cards for the elephant things. And here's the order mounted. Okay, maybe we need to do that then, because we cannot really attack the main line now with the elephant, so maybe we at least can get them to safety a bit, and also, you know, start moving some other cavalry. So this will actually order 6 units. Let's see how we should do this then. We could of course scare away that with a cavalry attack from over there. And then that elephant could be safe. We could even move that forward one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna order at least one of these and that elephant. That's 2. What can we do against this light? Well, that's not really easy actually. We could go forward with the elephants and attack it, then place us. Maybe we should do that. So that will be 3, 4, and let's take 2 of these guys into the action. Let's just take, no, let's take one of the, let's take those 2 actually. So these elephants, I'm gonna move them forward, so I can reach the enemy now. The medium heavies will go here, they will scare away those slingers. They will of course evade and they still can hit me. Maybe I shouldn't go forward with that guy in that case. Let's do it. Let's take some chances here. This one needs to actually attack the lights, and let's place these also into. Yeah, let's do like that. And these guys go there, and these guys go there. So they have 7 moves, so they will only attack with 1. This will actually do probably a close combat then. Let's see. Okay, so that's the movement. So the cavalry have moved forward to engage the rebel line of skirmishers here. So let's start here with the medium heavies. That slinger unit will of course try to evade, or they will evade. Let's see if they catch any one of them. Actually no greens rolled, so these guys evaded successfully down to the line. And this is kind of nice for the rebels, because now they have a solid nice line, so a line command would be nice here. We could get in loads of missiles towards the elephants here actually. Then we have this one, they will again retreat, so we get 2 dice. Or evade was the correct definition, but there's no greens rolled there either. So it's going pretty good for the rebels so far. As for here, I will attack with the elephant. Those guys will of course evade, so 2 dice, no green rolled. Then we have javelin attack. Let's attack the same unit. Or should we attack those guys? Yeah, I think we should. Let's take that one first. We attack the... And that's a hit actually. So we got... This is good. Something. So I think we throw the javelins from the second Nubidian unit there against the same target then. Would be crazy to get another red, but that was a leader symbol. So they are still alive. But okay, I realize now I am in a dangerous situation here, because I am still in good range of those skirmishes with my elephants. But on the other hand, my elephants are now really ready to do the attacks. And you know, if I get the coordinator attack next turn, I can attack with all the elephants, so that would be nice. Anyway, that was the order mounted. So order place that, and then it's the turn of the rebels. Well, let's check the A and B slots first. So 2 units right, and heavy troops. Okay. That's an A, B, or C. So let's see. Mounted charge. Well, that would be the chariot and some Numidians. Well, that's interesting. So we would get that extra die. So that this actually would get 5 dice. That's pretty awesome, actually. I just wonder if I should attack the elephants. The bad thing is that they are immune to these. Those are right. So, so 2 units right. We could, of course, move up some skirmishes and attack. Heavy troops, not interested in that, or the mounted charge. We could hit some elephants pretty hard. So we could order 4 cavalry units. It's really risky. I mean, if we would attack with that guy against those mediums, we get 3 dice, but if we do not roll a flag, then they will hit back with 3, and then we actually more or less lost, because we need to retreat 4 hexes. So this is too dangerous. We cannot retreat. Same thing as we go here, attack the elephants. If we are not successful and they hit back, we can't retreat anywhere really. So we are trapped there. So maybe the mounted charge is not good anyway. So we should perhaps play the 2 units right. It's a pity, because it would be so nice to do the cavalry charge now while we can, because I'm afraid these guys will be just killed. That's a waste. We could of course just attack those flank units here. They will evade, but we might hit them. Okay, let's do it like this then. I'm gonna roll for it. So if I roll 1 to 3, I will play the 2 units right. 4 to 6, it will be the mounted charge. Okay, it's the mounted charge. We go for the aggressive rebel tactic here. Mounted charge. So that would be these guys. And yeah, I'm gonna take my chances now. So, but I will not attack the elephants because I don't want to trap myself. So I'm gonna actually put these guys here, these guys here, and these guys. I will do the attack here as well. It's crazy, I know, I can't retreat, I'm trapped and all that, but I hope I'm lucky. On the other hand, we could do 1, 2, 3, 4 instead, and then we can retreat the next time if they don't block my path there. Maybe that's a better thing. Yeah, let's do like that. So let's start here. The good thing is those guys are not protected or supported, so we could have a chance to survive this battle if we get a flag on them. And that will also inflict some casualties. So 3 dice thanks to the card. Let's see what happens. That was a complete miss of those light Libyan cavalry there. So the Carthaginian cavalry will now retaliate. And they're not adjacent to a leader, so this is also a miss. So there was just some, you know, fencing and and scaring off, riding around each other, but no real melee happening there. Okay, so over on this side we start with these because they cannot, this can evade, but let's start with that anyway. So that will be 5 dice for me. Normally 4, but since I have the mounted charge, but only greens are hits because they will evade. And I completely missed them. What a waste. So these guys go back there. We're done with these guys, and we do the same thing here. We could stand and fight, but I cannot take that risk because if they roll flags, I need to pretty much go out of the map and start losing blocks. So I will evade. So that's 3 dice from the light Libyans there. And that's 3 of these. No hits there either. So these guys also evaded successfully over there. Yeah, that's it. Well, not too impressive mounted charge there, but I was just thinking, you know, why not use that card while we have it? Because, I mean, the cavalry will be gone pretty soon. So let's replace that one and go to the Carthaginian side. So the Carthaginians really have a golden opportunity now to do, to launch their initial plan. You know, softening the enemy lines with the elephants before they clash. So, but of course we need coordinated attack for that, or maybe the outflanked. At least we can order 2 elephants with that card and some other units. And maybe we have something interesting with that hidden card. But let's see what we can play then. So it would be C or lowest order count. Well, C is a move fire move, so that will not engage the elephants. So let's see what we have. The medium troops, that would be 4 units. That's 3 units. That's 4 units also. That's 4 units. And Inspire Leader would be 5 units. So actually it must be the coordinated attack, because that's only 3 units. The other are 4 units. So they were lucky there. This is really good, because I don't want to play the move fire move now. Okay, we could argue we are in the skirmish phase of the battle still, but I'm gonna play the coordinated attack because we really need to get this going. Actually, the order medium would also be in 3 units, right? That's no, 4 units. It's 2 cavalry and 2 medium heavies. Yeah, so it must be actually the coordinated attack. But I'm really happy with that, because this means the elephants go all in now. And let's see, where can we hit so it hurts the most? So here, this elephant is a no-brainer. It will go here and attack these heavies. I think this one will go here and attack the mediums first. Now the question is this one. We could of course go down here, attack those guys, hope to push them back, and we can then do the bonus attack over here. The other option would be to eliminate these guys. I wonder if they can evade actually. Let's check that out. Evade, yeah, they might do that because elephants are least at the foot and elephants. So the chariot can also evade. So I think actually I will hit the main line here as well then. This will be an interesting and important phase of this battle, I'm sure of that, because one of the sides will gather some victory banners pretty soon, or both sides maybe. We could hit lots of troops in the line, but our elephants are of course probably dead pretty soon. Anyway, let's see what damage we can do. So let's start from this flank, and we will, as I said, attack these guys. It is a risky thing because they have a leader with them, but we just have to do that now. So it's 4 dice because we're attacking a medium heavy. Come on. And that was a terrible, terrible, terrible roll. Oh, poor Carthaginians. So these guys were not afraid at all. They slammed their spears and swords against the shields, scaring the elephants, so they halted just in front of them. And then maybe they have some throwing javelins or something here, because now they retaliate, and this is gonna be dangerous. But let's see, the elephants ignore all sword hits. So those are miss, but this is a hit, and then we have a flag. This is interesting. So we take a hit first, then we're gonna trample. Let's start with the unit they attacked. So we're looking for blue. Nothing there. They will also trample these lights. Let's see if anything happens there. Actually it did. They got one block loss here because of the trampling effect. So some of the light skirmishes went too far here and well, got in the feet of the elephant. So let's see. They retreat 1 hex. Yeah, okay, so where should we go? Let's go there in case we get outflanked next time and if we survive. So not that one impressive of the first charge. I mean, this was the main target and they survived completely. Both the attack and the trample. So it was too bad. Maybe that's a bad omen because, well, probably here comes the most important attack though. So we got 5 dice. Oops, that went over the board. Okay, here we go. It's good that my dog doesn't like dice. So, okay, so where were we? Yeah, 5 dice attack against that heavy. Let's see. Okay, can you believe it? Complete miss again. Not a single hit. Not looking good for the Carthaginians here, to be honest. Totally failed elephant attacks. And now comes the retaliation. So these guys managed to scare those elephants as well, making them halt because making some noise probably. But this could be also dangerous if these guys retreat. We have 3 units that need to check for trampling effect. So let's see. We will prefer to eliminate them than as the rebels, of course. Let's see what we get. These are ignored. We are adjacent to a leader, so this is a hit and no flags. So actually, this elephant takes 1 hit but stays here. What a disaster for the elephant core here so far. And here comes the probably least effective attack. 3 dice. And basically, if we're going to eliminate those guys, we either need to make them to retreat and attack again, or we need to roll loads of these symbols we can hit multiple times. Let's see if we can do something good with our elephants at least. And that's 1 hit. Oh my. That was not good at all. Not good at all. Okay, so the Auxilia will now retaliate. And okay, they got 1 flag, which we must take. So first we're gonna trample, and this might be heavy because there's 4 units that need to check for trampling here. So let's start with those lights. The light infantry there, nothing. Then we check the Auxilia that attacked or retaliated. Another hit there, so the elephants got into these lines somehow and, well, at least managed to get 2 hits. We have another Auxilia here who have a stray elephant in their lines. They did indeed have that, so some of these guys also went away from the battlefield because of the elephants going crazy here. We also have the Numidians there, probably the Libyans. And no hits on the cavalry though. And then we're gonna retreat 1 hex. So that's the aftermath of the elephant charge. Here pretty much nothing happened. Well, some trampling here, nothing here on the main targets of the elephants, I mean, but the elephants took 1 hit each. And here, well, the attack was a disaster, but we were kind of lucky that the elephant went crazy here because it trampled a few and still are in 2 block strength there. Okay, coordinator attack. And now we're gonna give the Carthaginians another card in slot A. And now let's see if the rebels can get those elephants now. I think they would be happy to do that. So that would be a CD or E, so none of these cards. Let's see what we have. So we have a 2 center, could be good. 3 center, even better, and counterattack. So that will be a coordinated attack then. Let's see how we can reach. I think we could. No, I think we'll go with the 3 center. And basically let's make it 2 center actually. Let's keep that 3 center for some more important thing. The thing is, I will attack here, get rid of that elephant hopefully, and then I will throw some stones on that elephant, hoping to get it to retreat or die if we are more lucky. So there will be no movement. Let's start with skirmishes here. They will. Let's see if we can scare off those elephants with some stones. We did actually. So we're gonna check for trampling on that medium heavy cavalry there of the Carthaginians. No hits, and then the elephant needs to go back. It's still in charge range here, but it's very weak. The other attack, I'm more having hopes of actually eliminating it. We need 1 red or 1 leader symbol to get it, and that should be achievable. Yeah, we got the red. That's enough. So the elephant unit goes down, and we have the rebels with the first victory banner here. Okay, what an interesting start. I was expecting to see the elephants do more damage, but well, maybe they have a second chance now. We need to replace that card first, and then go Carthaginians. A or B? Let's see, medium troops, another medium troops, or 4 units left. That would be over there. I think I need to go with that. Or we could actually... What could we do with the medium troops then? We could actually block that unit from retreating and kill it. I think that could be worth it. And what else? We could start marching with our mediums. We could close the lines there. Kind of tempted to do that actually. Play the mediums. Yeah, since we have 2 of them, let's play one of those. Medium troop it is. So that would be up to 6 units. I will actually do these 3. I think I'll leave those guys for now. I'm gonna keep them in line. So this guy will only close the line here. And these guys will actually make sure that guy doesn't escape, and we're gonna kill it. So that's it. So let's start with, well, that cavalry unit maybe. No, let's take that one. So that's a hit and the flag is the doom for that unit already. So it can't retreat, it needs to go 4 hexes, so it's dead. So the Carthaginians got their first victory banner by that. Let's see. Push these guys backwards a bit. So here's the first banner for the Carthaginians. So it's 1-1 now, and we could also, yeah, let's go in there with that unit. Maybe we're a bit more safe from any missile attacks. So that's basically it. So now we have these guys in a line, and I like that because if we can get some inspired leadership or line command, we can start moving forward a whole bunch of units there for the attack. Okay, so we're gonna get another card for the Carthaginians in slot A, so we have a 2 units right coming there. Okay. So it's the rebels. C, I'm gonna check that. A double time or lowest order count. 2, 2, 3, or I think this is actually not. Even though this is the counterattack would be a section card basically, I think this still counts as a tactic card for these rules, so I cannot play this one. So that will be 2, 2, or 3. So one of these I need to play now as the rebels. I don't see the use of playing any heavies now. I cannot reach any enemies by that, and there's no use to shifting these guys around. So it will be 2 on the right, and that suits me okay, because now we can throw in some javelins here, and let's move these guys forward as well. Yeah, so let's start with the light infantry, who can throw two dice attack. So that's 1 hit on the cavalry. Pretty good, pretty good. And then we had Auxilia, who only moved 1, so they can also throw some javelins. It's 1 die though, and that was a miss. Okay, that was slot A. So it's the Carthaginians again then, and well, they have the elephant still in an okay position here, so let's see if they can make usage of those guys. Okay, so this would be face up tactic card, double time. No, sorry, it's the Carthaginians. Move fire move, or order lowest order count. Move fire move, what can we do with that? Well, we could strike with the Numidians and then move back with them. That could be really cool actually. Otherwise, it's the mediums. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2, 4, 4, and 5 actually. So it would be, I need to play that one in that case. So either it's a move fire move or 2 units over here. Well. Should we do another attack with the elephants then? Could do that with the 2 units right. I think we should, for as long as we had the elephants in place. So I'm gonna take this one, and then I'll take a daring move. I will actually order Naravas himself with his Numidians, and I will actually close combat these guys. You know, I need to roll a red or a leader symbol, or a flag to not make them retaliate at least. So I have a good chance to kill these, or at least neutralize them. I mean, 2 dice, and it's 50% chance of a good result with both of those. So I will do that. And the elephant will do another charge against the same target. That was kind of a waste last time, but let's hope we are a bit better with dice this time. By the way, that was 2 on the right. So let's see what happens. We'll start with, let's take the Numidians first. It's 2 dice. I know this is a risky thing, but I mean, there's 50% chance on both dice that we completely miss them, of course, and they will then retaliate with, I guess it's 3 dice. Yes, it is, and they hit with everything. So very risky, but I need to do something, and then, I mean, there is a victory banner at stake here as well, so let's do it. And I of course roll bad. I mean, dice gods are certainly not on the Carthaginian side this turn, or this in this scenario. So the Carthaginian, or the rebels, will retaliate with the chariots, and they got one hit on us. And we need to check Naravas. He's fine though. Okay, bad charge there, but I think it was worth the risk. It could have yielded a victory banner, but nope. Then we have the elephants against the Auxilia, so it's 3 dice. Okay, well, not good and not bad, because we got 2 flags. They can only ignore 1, so they can retreat safely, go down here. We can attack again, but I think I'm actually gonna leave these guys. I know they are no more supported, so we could eliminate them with also some flag rolls, but I want to harm these guys now. I mean, that's a golden opportunity to weaken these guys before the clash. So I'm gonna go for it. Let's attack those the spear units in the side. So heavy spear it is. 5 dice, and let's see if we can roll somewhat better this time. Well, it's 1 hit, and I'm gonna re-roll that. That's the good news. Well, it stayed at 1 hit. That's pretty bad with 6 dice attack, you know, getting only 1 hit. That's pretty bad. But we're gonna check if that Libyan leader is okay or not. He is, so now they will retaliate. It's 5 dice, and maybe that's the end of those elephants. I'm afraid of that. No, actually they rolled pretty bad day 2. Or actually awful, because they rolled 1 flag, which makes the trample stuff happening again. So let's start with those lights and then go clockwise. Nothing. The heavies. Nothing. The Auxilia. Nothing there. The other Auxilia. Nothing there, so no trampling actually happening, and then these guys retreat back. Well, the elephants are really not shining, that's for sure. So let's give the Carthaginians a new card in slot A, and then let's play the rebels also, and then I think I close the session for this time. So let's see. Rebels. A or B? Heavy troops or light troops? Heavy troops or light troops? Well, the heavies could march in here and attack. We could also do an attack with the chariots. Could that be something? What about the light troops then? We could pour a lot of missile onto those guys, but I think that could have some bad trampling effects. I'm gonna go with the heavy troops. I know this card could be really handy later on if we get into the big fight later on, but that's so far away. I mean, it's four hexes in between the main lines here. So I'm gonna play this now. So it will be those guys, these guys, and I think I'll leave those be. Yeah. So these guys march over here and will attack the elephant. We could... Where should we attack with the chariots? Let's just stay here and attack Naravas. So we can start with that. These guys will of course try to evade, but we'll roll 4 dice and greens are hits. And you know what? We got 2. So these Numidians go down, the rebels get the second victory banner, and we're also gonna check Naravas with only 1 die now. And he's a casualty. This is going so southward for the Carthaginians now. So we have now 3 banners and they have lost the leader over there. Oh man. What an awesome charge by these guys. Even though those try to evade, they catch up the light Numidians with some heavy chariots. Well, that's something. Then we have another very important attack. So it's 5 dice. And we would need to roll 2 leader or red symbols. and we did that actually 3 hits. So the elephants are also history, and now we have the 4th banner for these guys. I will not pursue those guys. I will stay here in the line. No momentum advance, I mean. So, well, let's replace the card here. Like that. Okay, I think I'll end this here, even though this could end pretty soon. But this has been more or less a disaster for the Carthaginians. They had all the means for, you know, harming the rebels big time, but they have pretty much failed in everything. The only good thing they achieved was, you know, getting that cavalry surrounded there and attacked and killed. So otherwise the elephants has failed big time. We have taken heavy casualties on the elephants, some on the cavalry there. We have lost Naravas with one of the light Numidians. That's also pretty bad. So not looking good. So I think for the Carthaginians now, next step would be try to get back that elephant so they cannot get another victory banner. Maybe keep the cavalry a bit more back and start marching forward with a big infantry line, because that's where we need to attack now. And I mean, our hopes as the Carthaginian was the elephants should have softened this line up much more than they have before the big clash, because now actually the rebels has more troops to use in the upcoming infantry fight. Even they are slightly less heavy than we are, but they are more, and they still have 2 heavies. Okay, so I think this will be an interesting part 2 of this, and let's see if the Carthaginians manage to pull back their elephants and keep the cavalry a bit more back there. They don't want to be hit by these chariots once again. Okay, so that's it for this time, and thank you for watching, and hope you will be back for part 2. Bye bye.